should be this one that ends in an A. Let's join that. Man, that was really strange. I'm seeing some odd stuff tonight. Okay. Oh, that looks much better.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I
Yes.
see.
And so we have the mock assistance, mock grade. And the only thing I would say is, since that's a real component, that those are fake, it just kind of distinguishes a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Just, we've got some linting coming, but things like order and
Gotcha.
grouping, but yeah, so at this point, we should be able to, what was in your terminal? I can't see your terminal anymore. Did it say to?
Can I share my terminal?
I think you can. Well, you may be able to share the terminal, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to see what's going on with live share at the moment.
Share terminal.
Because I'm not seeing the old commands. What I want to do is scroll up where that was yellow.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you look, did it say anything like do this to complete the process?
It said, okay.
It should have been right after where it said conflict. There should be something in the next 2 or 3 lines.
Okay, you have divergent branches, you specify, and then it has the 3 different ways you can replace git config with git config global to set a default.
After that,
you can also pass --rebase, --no -rebase, or --ff.
okay, way past that. Keep going down to
Way
where
past
you
that?
did where you did the git pull.
Okay.
And then like 2 lines after the git pull, it said conflict and the name of this file, the home component spec.
Conflict content, merge conflict on front end source app pages, home.component.spec.ts, automatic merge failed, fix conflicts, then commit the result.
Okay, so all we have to do is commit from this point. We've fixed the problem. So do a git commit.
Okay.
Actually, it might be just a git add. You might need a git add. Let's just do that just to be on the safe side. Doesn't hurt. All right. So now what you want to do is run an ng test. Let's see if we see any oddities come out of that. I'm gonna try and get a little more space. You need to be in the
front end. There we go.
There you go. I do that too. You got a nice machine, MacBook Pro.
Oh yeah, it's old though.
Oh yeah, I could probably do you one better on old.
Mine's 2016.
I haven't looked at what mine is in a long time. Mine's 2015.
Oh.
I've got a Retina 15-inch.
Oh, nice.
It works.
Okay.
All right. So what I wanted to see is from the time it started, we didn't get any other weird warnings. Okay. We did use that component. So here's what I wanted to look at and what I want to show you. We're going to have to rerun our tests and stuff again. And so we'll leave that alone. What you got there is fine. Now, features. There's our assistant selection. Okay. And here's our assistant selection component. Level selected grade level. Okay. I'm going to do a quick little fix here because there's a couple of things I didn't see that sometimes when I'm looking at the code, I can see different things that stand out, jump out at me. Okay. All right. So this is our component. What I want to look at is I want to compare that to the mock that you created. Okay. And this is where I think it went just a little bit overboard. And that's okay. Okay. And it's the assistance selection components. We're creating a mock. So that's right. But we don't need anything here. Okay. That's the first thing. And that is assistant selection. So the selector should match exactly. The template that we end up with, you really don't need to change this. Pretty much ever, unless there's something really weird going on. Okay, so we're going to create that template, and I got to clip my headphones. I've got this thing that just bangs around on my chest and makes noise. There we go. So where I said we had to deal with inputs and outputs had to do with what it would be is here you would see something like at input. That's where you'd need to bring that over. Since it doesn't have that, this is just a variable on the component. So we don't need any of the inputs or outputs.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay, so to mock it, really, that's all we need, unless we run into a scenario where inputs and outputs exist on the component. We haven't written any that have inputs or outputs yet. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Good cleanup. You caught something I missed. So then I would save that and let's rerun the test just to make sure.
Okay.
And you'll want to run an ng serve to make sure it spins up right, which you're just changing mocks on a test. So it shouldn't impact the serve. While we're here, I want to do a quick peek at the HTML. Good. So one of the things I had asked him to do, and I forgot to check it, was he had a title. And I said, I don't think we need the title. So I think this is good. Cool.
Do I also have to wait? Do I have to change something in the home HTML? Where is it? The home component HTML. Oh, I guess maybe not.
What do you mean? What would you want to change there?
Oh no, I didn't know if this on line 3, if that had to change at all. Okay.
What happens is when the test spins up, it's using this HTML. And the reason we get that warning is because this wasn't brought into the test. So what he did to fix that was he added the assistance selection component to the spec.
Okay.
What we're doing is we're replacing that actual use of the real component and the declaration of the real component with a mock.
Gotcha.
So that we isolate a little more. There's a little less activity going on in the HTML. Okay.
Okay.
Did it spin up? Does it run right?
Yep. It looks good.
Do we have a shared server? Let me see if I can get to that. Every
Oh,
once
yeah.
in a while, I can get to the shared server, right? Sometimes I can't. It's not fast. Oh, look at that. It works. There's scroll up, run. Good. Hey, that's cool. Not pretty, but it works. And I see there might be a CSS issue. Let's take a quick peek at that since we're in here. And I've opened another space. Let's pull this up. So what I'm looking at here, see that margin bottom?
Yep.
On grade level that we don't see on. Okay, there's the grade level. There's the div inside it. How did we? Sorry, there's the grade level. There's the div inside it that has the margin bottom. So on the assistance, the div inside it does not have that margin bottom. So this has a class level wrapper. So we probably want to put a class on it and just add that margin bottom. And what I'm seeing there is that level wrapper has a 1 EM. So we'll just copy that real quick because we can kind of reuse that real fast. I don't always try and do cleanup like this, but we're early on and the more we clean things up, the better. So let's take a look at this assistance HTML. So he's got a div that needs a class, and we'll call this the assistance wrapper. Okay, and that should match. There should be, if we look at grade level, there should be something up there that looks identical. So class level wrapper, well, we're creating an assistance wrapper. Okay, so in the CSS, that's the assistance button, but we need to be outside of that. Okay, so the assistance level button is down here. Okay, so we need to be outside of that, which means I'll just put a couple blank lines in. I'm going to paste that. And this is the assistance wrapper. And then we take that off and save, and it should rebuild and re-emit. And now you can see the pad on the bottom. Now we've got a matching pad. Make sense?
Yep.
Cool. And eventually we'll have to create another card because I want to change these crawl walk runs to icons, and maybe we hover over and see that, but I think that might be a little overkill for what we're doing right now. Okay, so we can see it's running. I was able to see it's running through the studio.
Yeah.
And so you'll want to stop, rerun the tests, make sure everything's clean.
Okay.
And then you're ready to push it up. Now comes the fun part. No error warning things popped. So the code is good.
Nice.
Okay. And you can indicate Bob fixed a few minor things or something like that if you want. However you want to do it.
Some things. Okay.
That's fine. Yeah. All right. So that should already be on that branch, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Let's verify. And so we got the PR open.
Mm-hmm.
So if we come in here, we look down the very bottom. This is where the commits come into play. Oh, we just got an Amber alert. Okay. I'm not on about, so I can't do anything about that.
Some check 7. Oh, it's in progress.
There. Okay. So these are what we pushed.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So based on that, I could probably resolve this conversation because I knew it was going to be done.
Okay.
Okay. And when we get together with the larger group, I'll go through a quick review of your code.
Okay.
But just a fast run through. The app component spec didn't change at all, where we added that mock home. We added the assistance wrapper. We added the margin bottom. I added a comma and a space and a semicolon. Fancy stuff there. And then you can see where you took out the assistance component and the grade level component, and you added your 2 mocks, which then added into the declarations. That's exactly what we're looking for. And then we also added, and I've already looked at the mock grade level and the mock home. We added the mock assistance with a little bit of cleanup, and that looks good. Okay. So I probably won't approve until we get the whole group together and we chat.
Sure.
So if somebody else approves, that's fine. But I can close that conversation out. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I thought there was a conversation in there that was over.
I think you resolved it. Maybe.
So I did resolve. Okay. So I could theoretically unresolve. All right. So what you do here is I had requested changes. So just click that button and it'll request a re-review, which will turn off the
okay.
the red warning, which means it's not blocked by me anymore. So theoretically, if 2 people had put in approvals, you can merge in. Okay.
Okay.
And that's fine. If you get the approvals and want to merge it in, I'm okay with that. Because we can still review it even if it's closed. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So all conversations are resolved, your checks have passed. If we refresh, that change requested should disappear. Maybe not. Why did that not disappear? Oh, that's weird.
Change requested. Did change.
I can't turn off a change requested. Well, I'll just approve because I know the code's good. And that'll get rid of that block because I don't want it to be blocked. I didn't necessarily want to directly approve at the moment, but that's okay. We can still check it next time. Okay. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No, but it's good to know that if, I'm working on a different branch, I need to go back into the main branch and get pull, come back into my branch, get pull again.
I think you could have done it in your local branch.
Okay.
But my habit has always been to go back over to main or master, do the pull, go back into the branch and pull. That's just the way I do things.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.